Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Declassified CIA files. In this video series, we are going to attempt to go over all of the files that were declassified by the CIA. So this first document, it says up at the top left corner, C00015235, and it is dated April 16th, 1976. The subject is DCD case UFO research, and it has Telecon April 22nd, 1976 as a reference. The first part of that is redacted, and the second reference is also redacted. Per the request in reference B, we attempted to obtain analytical guidance on the UFO redacted subject. We contacted the A, DDS, and T, Dr. name redacted, to see if he knew of any official UFO program, and also to attempt to answer some of the questions posed by name redacted. Dr. name redacted exhibited interest in redacted, which was hand-carried to his office. After a short examination of its contents, Dr. name redacted advised us that he would personally look into the matter and get back to us. As we discussed in reference A, Dr. name redacted has since contacted us and relayed the following information. 3. It would appear to be best if you advised redacted that he should redacted. And the other three things down at the bottom here are also redacted. And the date here is November 17th, 1978. The second page of this document says it does not seem that the government has any apparent is what it was, and that's crossed out, and I cannot make out what is written in above it. Program in progress for the identification/solution of the UFO phenomena. Dr. Redacted feels that the efforts of independent researchers, and I assume these are the names that are redacted there, are vital for further progress in this area. At the present time, there are offices and personnel within the agency who are monitoring the UFO phenomena. But again, this is not currently on an official basis. Dr. name redacted feels that the best approach would be to keep in touch with and in fact develop reporting channels in this area to keep the agency/community informed of any new developments. In particular, any information which might indicate a threat potential would be of interest, as would specific indications of foreign developments or applications of UFO-related research. Dr. name redacted has advised us that he would evaluate any additional information we might receive, as well as disseminate significant developments through appropriate channels, should it be warranted. We wish to stress again that there does not now appear to be any special program on UFOs within the intelligence community, and this should be relayed to name redacted. And then there's another line below that that is also redacted. The third page of this document says, in view of Dr. name redacted willingness to review additional information received on the UFO phenomena, we will keep subject case open to your office for the present. Please keep us advised of any new developments. And then there's 3 lines down at the bottom of this document that are also redacted. So that is the end of this first document. The file name of this document is C055156222.pdf. So basically in this document, what you have is you have the CIA checking with all of the other intelligence communities and checking to see if there is some government program that would explain the UFO sightings. And what they're saying in this document is that they could find no government programs which would explain why they're seeing these UFOs. they don't in any way, in any place in this entire document say that the UFOs were found to be frauds or try to explain them away as swamp gas or any other things that we hear all the time from the government and from the news. So it appears that they're telling us one thing, and when they're talking in memos to themselves, they're saying a completely different thing because they are honestly trying here to figure out whether any government program would explain what these UFOs are. So, in other words, are they ours? Is it something that we are developing or something another country is developing, or is this an alien thing? And what they're saying in this document, from what I could read of it, they're saying that it doesn't appear that it is a government project or any government project from any other country. It appears that these things are probably extraterrestrial. They're trying to figure out if they pose any kind of threat whatsoever. Pretty cool document. All right, so let's move on to the next document now. Okay, this document, up in the upper left corner, it says C00015236. And it was from June 25th, 1976. The action is routine, it says up top. The time is 14:25, which is 2:25. The number is 15678. It says to DCD/redacted info. Subject: case redacted. UFO research ORD requests for additional information redacted. Both of the references are redacted. ORD has exhibited some interest in the work of redacted. A qualified analyst is currently attempting to evaluate redacted system and has requested additional information. We note that in some of the earlier correspondence from your office, reference B, mention was made of the possibility of obtaining more complete description of redacted system. If this possibility still exists, ORD would appreciate seeing whatever is available. Please keep us advised on any new developments. And then there is redacted underneath that, probably the signatures, I would imagine. The authenticating officer, that name is redacted. The coordinating officers, both of those names are redacted. The classification is redacted. Releasing officer, those names are also redacted. And that is the end of this document. So there's not a whole lot to this one that we can really make out, other than there's some secret program here that they didn't want to name, some kind of system, and they're asking for more information on that system. That's basically all that this is. So not a whole lot to this one. Okay, this document, the number up at the top left corner is C00015237. And in the upper right corner, there is some handwriting. The top word has been cut off, so I don't know what that says. It says underneath of it, other foreign you obtaining. I think that's foreign. Other something you obtaining. And then it has a redacted thing after it. This is from April of 1976. And it says to Priority DCD Headquarters, attention redacted. From DCD and redacted. The subject is case redacted UFO research. The references are A, DCD Headquarters 14596. And underneath that it says Form 610 dated 9 April 1976 UFO study. Source's full name is redacted. He is employed as redacted. 2. Referent B material classified confidential at his request. Source seeks guidance from CIA UFO experts as to material in his report that should remain classified. And then everything after that is redacted. And the stuff below that, I guess the signatures or whatever, is also redacted. And that is the end of this document. So this document really doesn't tell us a whole lot. Basically, it's just seeing if some information from another report should remain classified or not. Is what it seems like to me. And there's not a whole lot we can make out of the scribbling on the top either. So that is that document there. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to keep them really, really short, probably like 3 or 4 documents per video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next one. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.